Welcome to the Bank of America Countdown to Green as we get set to go racing.
Last week at Bristol, I don't write scripts for these. I'm not reading this off of anything. I'm just going off what I remember. It was okay. I mean, it was okay until it wasn't. A lot of wrecks there in the middle. 2 or 3 or 4 cautions right in a row. We got banged up. We were missing some of our car. The first time I've seen that. It's probably happened this season, but that's the first time I've seen it. Then everything settled down later in the race, and during some green flag pit stops, a caution came out when we were on pit road that stuck us a lap down, and we were never going to be able to contend for the win after that. Matt Kenseth was going to win, but he had to pit with like 3 laps to go, and P1 went to Jeff Burton. But we're not done with the short tracks. We're at Richmond now. 4 races to go before the chase. 10 races to go overall. 2/3 of the way through the season already. Pretty wild. And you'll see we're 55 points behind Newman. Tony Stewart and Jeff Gordon are about 70-some, and then a huge drop down to Greg Biffle. We're talking, 125 points behind Newman. So those bottom guys are really dropping out of the Winston Cup battle. But take a look at who's in 10th. Rusty Wallace. First time he's been in the chase since we've been keeping track of it. And that means someone had to leave, and it was Carl Edwards. It's only a 2-point difference. So I'd say, man, Edwards, Mayfield, and Kenseth have decent chances. Jarrett and McMurray are falling off. And then, I mean, you got to look over at Jimmy Johnson now. Kevin Harvick, Kurt Busch, Mark Martin. I mean, even Biffle. I mean, they're closer to the chase than they are to the Cup. So, all right. Siri really helped us out here. We're starting 4th.
Richmond International Raceway in Virginia. Never has a short track seen a bigger night. 15 drivers with the hope of capturing NASCAR's gleaming new Nextel Cup. Past champions driving toward the future, and future champions driven by the past. Tonight, above the roar of the cars, you will hear the pounding heartbeat of the drivers. The countdown to dreams is about to begin.
All right, folks, as we see a race analysis, check this out. Pit window, it's going to be very, very critical tonight. Track position is everything.
Been talking about it all summer. We're underway in Richmond as the green flag waves.
All right, welcome in. My name's Adam. Like I said, this is race 21. So we're in the final third of the season. This is a BBMC Richmond. I want to say the pit window is a little bit into the 40s. So it's going to lead us to 3 pit stops. Just because I was having trouble with the tire wear for the track. And I could get us to about 45 laps. And I didn't want to really roll my sleeves up and go all in on the tire wear model. So we're just doing 45 laps. Or a little bit less than 45. So that's going to be 3 stops. Whatever. We have to be smooth here. I just talked about the tire model. And we just have to be smooth. Can't spend tires. Shout out to Siri for starting us 4th. Gives us a decent, really good chance. Not even decent, a really good chance of winning this. I think the worst starting position of the chase guys was Dale Jarrett, somewhere in the 20s. think I did a pretty good job, all told, with the Bristol video. Did an extra scroll through when I was editing to find anything I was missing. I haven't done any long extended runs here at Richmond, just the 40-some laps I did to set a baseline. But the something that could crop up is just us getting faster, us finding a better line, or the opposite, us not running as well as we did when I set the baseline and being awful. So, and I haven't really run the try. I ran maybe 5 practice laps, and then I quote-unquote qualified, which you have to qualify just to get your name into the saved game so you can then go edit it. After I ask Siri what's up. And Richmond is track position. That's why I was really excited when we got our starting position. Almost kissed the wall there. I'm taking her easy. I did notice right out of the box, quote unquote, with this track, it's slower than the stock Papyrus Richmond. By just a little bit. I mean, I think my best laps were in the low 22s. And I actually think my baseline fastest lap for the AI here was like a 22.5. So we're definitely not running as fast as we were in our run. But I don't want to. Like, I'm worried about the tires. We're sitting in 3rd place. I mean, there's no reason to get crazy with it, you know? Ricky Rudd giving us a peek. Actually, that's going to be a problem. I have to let him go. I think we were on the wall there. It felt good. It felt good. And then all of a sudden it didn't. So I think we were riding the wall there for a while. Oh, and I threw up the race analysis somewhere. Random caution. We finally have a random caution back. I think the last time we ran it was Chicagoland, because we didn't run it at Indianapolis. Didn't run it at Watkins Glen. Didn't run it at Daytona. Rolled the dice on Michigan. Didn't have one there. And didn't put one on at Bristol because we get cautions at Bristol. And again, I haven't run any extended long sessions on this Richmond. I don't know if if we get cautions here. So we finally have a random caution again. I almost forgot how to set it up. No, it's really easy. If you want to see how I set everything up and set up my videos, check out the Phoenix race at the end of the 92 season in the 92 playlist. I go through all the motions and how I keep track of the points and everything. I always try to do something like that outside of the racing videos once a season. And, you know, segue from that is next week is the final race, is the final 3 races before the chase. Pocono, Dover, and Darlington. And on the Thursday before the Friday Darlington race, I'm going to put up a pretty much how I go about changing tuning in a new track, the AI, and keeping them fast and whatnot, and keeping our speeds consistent with them, finding a good pit window. I'll go through all that. I don't know how deep into the weeds I want to go in the INI file. As far as explaining every line. And that could be a separate video as well. Alright, with Richmond's tough. I mean, the one thing is, I don't want to get frustrated here. I don't want to get frustrated if the AI starts getting better than me here toward the end of the run, because Richmond's just tough. Richmond's just a tough track. It's not just tap the brake at Atlanta or Texas. It's just, you gotta hit these turns. It just takes a lot of fine detail to hit these turns perfectly, and it's probably inconsistent from how I set the baseline for the AI. So we might be in some trouble here. I don't know.
Still there. Keep high.
Oh, he just...
Clear.
We're side by side. We're going to lose these guys in front of us. But Johnson just does not want to let me back down there.
Still there.
Which, hey, he's trying to take the position. Why would he? I want to straighten my wheel out as soon as possible out of these tight turns. That's where you end up losing a lot of time.
Still there.
Is when you get so used to being in the turn and keeping the wheel cocked, trying to stick the turn, you forget to straighten it out for the straightaway.
Clear.
Okay, I think we're going to be finally back ahead of him. I'm going to use up some tires to kind of park it in front of him. That's not at all what I just did.
Back and forth now.
But that was starting to make me nervous. Tires are okay. Definitely started losing these guys a little bit due to Jimmy Johnson's buffoonery. It's just tough to hit these, man. So turn one is so brutal. It's so tough to hit that consistently. Once you get into a rhythm, then it's fun, but it's getting on my nerves a little bit now. That's why you practice, I would assume. I think I blocked them or cut in front of them or something. I don't care. All right, 172. So we're losing 500. We lost 500ths on Ricky Rudd there. Oh, man. Did we gain some there? But now we're losing it.
Still there. Clear. The yellow flag is out. Let's go.
Yellow flag's out. Okay.
Pit road is closed. We got trouble in turn 3. Okay, we're under caution. Catch up to the end of the pacing line. There's an accident in turn 4.
We'll take it.
Behind the 48 car.
Heard some crashing and banging for a while there. telling you right now, unless we can get out into the lead late in the race on fresh tires, we may not be able to do anything here.
The pace cars in turn 4. The pace cars on the front stretch. Watch that speed now.
Let's not forget, we're way down at the end of pit road here now. Starting 4th. Not used to it. Jimmy Johnson's probably going to cut down in front of us somewhere.
The pace
Okay.
cars in turn 1. Remember, don't pass the stop sign at the end of pit road. We'll give you a half can of fuel. The pace cars in turn 2.
Those guys could have really screwed up my mind
Straight.
if they had only taken on 2 tires there, so I'm glad they took on 4.
Go, go, go! Limit 40. Keep it under 4,000 in seconds. Stay behind the 21 car.
All right, getting ready to go back green. Kenseth and Mayfield were involved in that. And they ended up not even dropping that much.
Get ready now. Go
Kenseth in whatever 17th, Mayfield in 20th. That happened right behind us too. I wonder if we were somehow responsible.
green, green, green.
There's a nice jump. Again, with the Papyrus tracks, we don't get good jumps. But with user-made tracks, we get good jumps. Can't explain it. What I want to do is somehow get out and lead a lap here. I'm trying to pick which door I want to go through here. Harvick or Red?
Inside. You're up top. 3 wide. Inside. Still there.
And I actually want to use up some tire here to get around Rudd at least.
Still there.
But then we're getting a run on Harvick. Pretty sure Junior's led every lap so far.
The next car's the leader. Okay, you're in second. Clear. Inside. The next car's the leader. Stay high.
All right. Well, the high line, you know, it served its purpose there, but we're not gonna. You can't
The yellow flag is
hang out. Another caution back there.
Pit road is closed. There's an accident in turn 3. Okay, we're under caution.
Definitely looked like Harvick and Gordon were involved.
Behind the 8 car.
Let's see if they're gonna pit here. If they pit, I'm taking on 2 tires. I know that.
Is now open. Changing just the right sides this time. Right sides only.
Nope. Well, Gordon's pitting. Yeah, some of those guys took hits back there. I know a bunch of guys are pitting. I don't know. Might have made the wrong decision here. Okay, we'll see what happens. It looks like there's a trouble spot on the track there going into 3. But we are the common denominator there. We were right ahead of both of those wrecks.
Ready now. Going green.
Harvick got taken out by Rudd there.
8 cars in.
Almost looked exactly like what happened with Kenseth and Mayfield.
Green, green, green. The next car's the leader.
Really wouldn't mind leading a lap. Mayfield's pissed back there with the Kenseth thing. He's charging. He was charging pretty hard down into turn 1. Oh. Gotta go slow to go fast here sometimes. I didn't make any kind of mental note or anything to see took on what there during those stops. We just have to take care of what's in front of us. Not worry about these cars that are going to have, but it's not going to be a huge difference. It's going to be like a 4 or 5, 6 lap difference on tires, if that. So I don't think it's going to be huge. But if Junior had pitted, we would have pitted. So let's just be glad Junior didn't pit, because we were taking our cues from him. I'm trying to find a groove in the track that's just nice. And what I'm doing now is trying to follow Junior's line. I know we're a little bit high right now. Oh, he hugs that. He hugs that yellow line. I can't do that. But he's down into the bottom lane pretty early in the turn. My problem is I haven't really established marks to hit here. It's kind of just a free-for-all every time into turn 1. And squealing the tires is not going to help matters. There's just so many things to concentrate on. You got to hit these spots, and then I was talking about earlier, making sure to straighten the wheel out when you get out of the turns. And I've actually started doing that lap, and you can see we just closed quite a bit. That was probably one of my best laps of the race, without even looking at my best lap times down there. Yeah, it was close. I mean, with fresher tires, we would have beaten our best lap. Just got to do it the whole race, and I can't. I don't have the mental fortitude to be able to do that for an hour and change. We're going to try our best. That's what it's all about. Okay, I think I've found out turn 3. Once we were able just to settle in and follow somebody. Let's see. I said I figured it out. Yeah, I think I'm there. So that's good. We're on lap 57 now, and we have, us personally, we have about, I'd say, maybe 20 laps till pit stops.
Be a sign of a rare but serious side effect. Certain medicines or foods may increase your risk of getting this serious side effect. Simple blood tests are needed to check for liver problems. So eat right, stay active, but if that's not enough, ask your doctor about adding Vytorin, the only medicine that treats the 2 sources of cholesterol.
Well, we're running into the same issue we had at the end of the first run. The final 10 laps or so, we're just struggling. And the AI starts... I mean, the AI is just better than us at the end of runs. If it happens one... I mean, I usually don't run into these problems after I've tuned in a track. So I may have just missed the mark a little bit with the AI this race. Again, Richmond's one of the toughest tracks to be consistent at. And I mean, I'm going 7 miles an hour in the turns, trying to stay alive, you know. I'm definitely holding up these guys behind us. But our saving grace is pits. I mean, yeah, I can't even hold their speed, what they want to do going down into 1. There's just no way. Wow. So the first 30 laps are pretty good of a run, and then it just goes to garbage. Yeah.
Car inside. You're up top, 3 wide, inside.
It's not even yellow. Tires aren't even yellow.
You're up top, 3 wide, inside. You're up top, 3 wide, car inside.
So it's not a question of our ability. It's just the AI is just not wearing.
Keep high.
Tires aren't wearing like ours are.
Stay high.
Thankfully, there's a little bit of a gap here after Kane puts us in the garbage.
Clear inside.
Yeah, I don't have their get up and go out of the turn either. But whatever, let's just hang on. And honestly, let's just hope the
The leader's pitting now.
you know, yeah, you can see how they take off out of the turn. Go to hell.
Back and forth now.
Let's just hang on and then hope, you know, we're going to be pitting here with about, we're going to go in this time.
Limit 40. Keep it under 4,000 in seconds.
Okay, good. It got down. That was a weird one. No damage, that's good.
Watch that speed now. Keep it on 4,000
4 tires.
in seconds.
Man, this is a weird pit road. Is it a little bit downhill? It just feels weird. Trying to keep your speed.
The leader's pitting now.
All right. I think I started a thought there about what we want here at the end of the race. We want a caution with about 30 to go. So we can run two
Go! Yes, we nailed that.
30 lap runs here
40. Keep it under 4,000
and not get hurt by the AI.
Clear pit lane.
Now,
Okay, merge.
we're going to see pit stops here. Let's just hope we don't have to worry about where we're at right now, standings wise. Because we're going to see whatever cars didn't pit. All right, there's Kane. We were behind Kane. Now we're ahead of him. So I think crashing onto pit road helped us time-wise. But I did notice we had a huge jump getting off of, you know, leaving the apron or leaving pit road on the apron, getting back on the track. We were with Kurt Busch originally, and then we kind of left him in the dust. So I think they're a little bit slow on pit road exit. Sorry, Mike Wallace, but I'm not sorry. I have to do everything I can to baby these tires now, knowing that we have just awful wear at the end of the run. We just have to adapt and just hopefully be faster at the end of the run. Now there's Junior. He got held up by lappers. Not even by lappers, just by cars that pitted under that caution that haven't pitted yet.
The leader's pitting now. Inside. Keep high. Clear inside.
It's probably a blessing in disguise. If we can kind of take her easy here. Just because we have no other option. We have to be seeing pit stops here
Inside.
from all of these cars.
Still there. Clear inside. Inside. Still there. Stay high. Keep high. Clear. Car inside.
Ideally, we go for a pass there on Junior,
Car inside.
because essentially this is for the lead.
Still there.
taking her easy on the tires now.
Leader's pitting now. Clear inside.
I want to stay ahead of Junior. Okay, he got spooked by the lappers. Good. Or by the pitters.
The yellow flag is out. Let's go.
Are we...
Back to the line.
Did we get our lap back?
Pit road is closed.
Did we get our lap back?
Okay, we're under caution. Catch up to the end of the pacing line.
We did not.
42 car. You're in the top 10. Whoa, whoa, whoa. Slow down.
All right, let's see what Junior does in the rear view.
Pit road is now open. We can't pit this time by. We're not on the lead line.
Well, it doesn't matter because there's...
31 car.
All right, well, the leaders are pitting. Guys on the lead lap are pitting. And we'll see what...
Let him by.
Who led who by what? All right, we're coming around to pit, I think. And we're in third. Junior... Not pitting. Okay, I don't know what's gonna... I don't know. Jamie McMurray's the only car in the lead lap, apparently. Oh no, yeah, everything. We're at the tail end of the lead lap. Let's see how many cars are on the lead lap here. Oh, just give us all the wave around. That's ridiculous. Johnson and Biff were a lap down. I'm not sure what brought out that caution. Okay, we're going green. I'm waiting for Johnson to come sweeping up on the inside because he's a lap down with Biffle, but he's not coming. Again. And Jamie McMurray's at the tail end of the pack, but is the leader. Everyone else is trying to catch him. Hopefully the universe rights itself with some kind of caution here. But I'm actually waiting until... I want them to wait until about 30 to go for that caution. Hang on to her, Junior. Don't hit me, buddy. Alright. We're not racing for the win here. Or to lead a lap. I really thought, you know, if no caution there, we would have led a lap. It would have felt good. We would have stuck behind Junior, but just... It's not what the game had in store for us. Now I'm starting to think about pit strategy. Cautions. Oh, we have a random caution still, too, somewhere. Let's not forget about that. Because right now we want that to fall, I'd say, in 15 laps. Anything earlier than that is going to be bad news for us. And it's actually already, we're actually already struggling. But I was looking at numbers and not paying attention. And don't forget, these guys pitted a little bit later than us. Actually, I don't know. I don't know who pitted when and where and how. There were a couple different windows within like a 5-lap window. So let's not get discouraged if Burton's a little bit faster, because he just might have better tires. A Ryan Newman check. I can't look. He was in the 30s when I looked under caution. Yeah, there he is, 31st. Oh man. Let's not count our chickens yet. Because he's been stuck in the back of the pack before. And then Lady Luck gives him the business, and then he comes back and finishes top 5. Oh, come on. I don't want to lose the spot to Burton.
Keep it up, keep digging.
And I think we're pretty much at the point where we're inside the pit window now. If there's whenever a caution comes out, if a caution comes out, it will be right on the window, 4 tires. No one has to pit again. Tell you what, this is frustrating, but it's fun. Just my turns aren't good here. I give me some practice. Then again, I've had 101 laps of practice here, and we still haven't figured her out. So I don't know. Now it's starting to look good. Again, we're taking care of the tires. That's the main thing. We had to race Jeff Burton there for a while. But now we're just taking her easy. I'm definitely making a note to speed up and I'll have to recalibrate the AI difficulty and whatnot. But I definitely want to make this track surface faster. It's a little bit slower than what Richmond should be, I feel. It's still been a blast. Still a well put together track. Although if that third caution I still haven't seen. If that was the turn 3 issue, then the track definitely has a bad spot. What is this? I thought Hamilton was pitting there. Something was weird there. Messed us up. We're fine. All right, now. Random caution. Just come on. It's got to come. I paused the game maybe 45 seconds earlier, a minute tops, to find those 2 wrecks. Again, lap 30 would be perfect. And I can always press a button on my keyboard right now and bring it out. And usually anytime I say that is when it comes out and I look like a cheater.
Outside. Still there.
Actually wanted to make a pass there, and I want to
Clear. Car outside.
nose him up the track, keep him up the track,
Still there.
get around him. But no, see, they have too much get up and go out of the turn that we just don't have,
Back and forth now. Clear. Outside.
and that's frustrating.
Clear outside.
But don't get frustrated when it's probably you're driving. Like, maybe I'm not straightening the wheel. Maybe I still have the wheel turned when I got to be straightening it out. And that's where we lose the get up and go out of the turn that they have. I don't know. Now I really want a caution. Everybody has to pit again. But there might be some... Oh, wall trip. They just have better grip than me in the turns. I have to remember that if I'm running. If I'm not in that absolute bottom line, they're going to have grip to get underneath us and just sneakily spin us out. Look how Waltrip dove in there. Same thing that we saw with Mayfield earlier. I think I only went to commercial once this race. Just having fun.
Clear inside.
Now I'm worried. Now I'm worried if this caution drops. If this caution falls, what the AI is going to do. Tires wise. They definitely have to pit. Definitely have to take on fuel. Because everybody pitted before lap, 40 something to go. So everybody has to take on fuel. Again, even if it's green flag stops. But now that has me worried on what their tires are like. If they would even take on tires. I want a caution right now. Because I would take on fuel and 4 tires. In worst case scenario, some guys only take on 2, and we'll have a faster car down the stretch. I mean, appearances can be deceiving. Here we are, we're actually racing with Waltrip and Hamilton at the end of a run, but that's because they're not, the front runners. We saw how we handled the front runners earlier with our tires, not very well. Couldn't hang within the last 10 laps of a run. But we're hanging with them back here now because they're not the best. So appearances can be deceiving. You gotta wonder how many cars... not many. I was gonna see how many cars Jamie McMurray quote-unquote lapped on this start. What do we got here? Casey Mears on the apron. Didn't bring out a caution, probably just blew his engine or something. Alright, we have a couple cars on pit road. Well, we have Mears, and then I saw Mike Bliss taking on tires. So, I think we're getting close to the window. I don't know. If we pit and a caution comes out, that's it. I mean, that's okay. More pitters. And is that Junior? Let's stay with yeah, Junior's pitting. So we're pitting. I mean, we got to stay with them. We got to stay true to our fuel situation. But I want to stay to the last second because I want to see if they're taking on 4. Come on. Hopefully This bleeds enough. Okay, 2 right sides. Rusty's 2 right sides. And Junior took a hit somewhere. Oh, no. Did that wreck happen behind us? That third wreck? Junior was involved? I don't know. Unfortunately, we're going to go one more lap because I'm not prepared to go into the pits here. I don't think that's some kind of cheat move. And who knows, maybe that random caution just fell when we paused the game there for 10 seconds. I don't know. But let's set everything up.
We'll give you a half a can of fuel.
Ah.
Outside. The yellow flag is out. Let's go. Race back to the line. Pit road is closed.
They did not want to play ball there.
Inside.
That's a really brutal.
Okay, we're under caution. Catch up to the end of the pacing line. Stay behind the... Tires all the way around this time, guys.
Just doesn't want to let me. Just yeah. Are we pitting yet? No, we're pitting now. So that's going to hurt Junior's day, wherever he was running. And I don't know. I don't know what else is going on. That really hurt. That sucks. I mean, I thought I thought we were stopping. I thought we were doing pretty well there, braking to go into pit road, but just too many cars around us. And it's throwing me all out of whack now. I gotta.
Limit 40. Keep it under 4,000.
I think we paused. Did we pause the game or something there that messed up our? Yeah.
The pace cars in turn 1. Remember, don't pass the stop sign at the end of pit road.
I don't know. I don't know what to do here.
The pace cars on the back straight. We'll give you 1 can of fuel.
I mean, Jeff Gordon. That's the name I remember. Took us out. We'll take on 4 tires, go to the back, and try to make up spots. That's the option on my table. That or only take on right sides and lose a bunch of positions. Come on, clowns.
The pace cars on the front stretch. Go, go, go. Go, go, go. Limit 40. Keep it under 4,000.
All right. Answered a couple questions. One, we're the last car in the lead lap here. We're in 24th, but we have 4 tires. These guys are going to have 2 tires. Maybe not even tires at all. Maybe with 10 laps left, they just took on fuel. I really don't know. Our big target here is Newman in 17th. And a question that was answered is there's 11 to go, but at the line there'll be 10 to go. So the lappers with the line with there being 10 to go at the line, the lappers did not pull up here to go to the bottom lane. All right, we're not worried about tires now. We're worried about catching Ryan Newman.
Car outside. The leader's pitting now. Inside. Car outside. You're in the middle.
Well, Ryan Newman just got hit. Nobody hit me, please.
You're on the bottom. 3 wide. Car outside. Clear. The yellow flag is out. Let's go. Race back to the line. There's an accident on the front stretch. Okay, we're
Okay.
on caution. Catch up to the end of the pacing line. Stay
Ryan Newman, I tell you what, Ryan Newman was slow before that happened. Something happened. Yeah, some weirdos pitted for no reason, but coming out of 4, Ryan Newman was in.
Pit road is closed.
He was right in my sights, and he was just really slow. But there's the
You're now in the
kind of.
top 20.
We'll see what happens with Newman. Well, that's what's happening with Newman. Okay, here we go. We're going green. A lot of caution laps here. Only 3 laps to go at the line now. But check this out. Ryan Newman 39th place, 2 laps down.
Green, green, green.
Still don't know what happened with him. Meanwhile, we're in 18th. Let's just finish the race. And we're going to gain, this is a guaranteed 20-point gain on Newman here. Real bummer. Real bummer at the end of the race there. I really wanted to pit, have some, some fire drill pit stops and see where everything shakes out. That would have been a lot of fun. But, you can't wave out your rear window at AI cars to tell them you're pitting, because they don't care.
Keep high.
Newman checks for position, so we're going to
Still there.
try to take this.
Clear. White flag.
We got some cars bobbing and weaving. Okay, Boris said was just diving off the track there. Looked like he was having an issue.
Clear.
If he was for position, that'll be another position we gain. This is big, and Kurt Busch is actually going to steal a position from us. I don't care. He's
3 wide. Inside.
running fast.
Clear.
I don't care. We're gaining points this race. Oh, man.
All right, there's the checkered flag. Bring it on home and let's get the heck out of here.
As you probably saw, Jamie McMurray got that win. Held off Jeff Gordon. McMurray ended up leading 51 laps after all that, the caution and being at the tail end of the lead, all that stuff. But Earnhardt Jr. led the most with 75. We had 5 cautions for 25 laps. And I don't even want to start. I mean, look at the names here. Gordon, Edwards, Kenseth, Harvick, Jarrett, Stewart, Martin, all in the top 10, all Chase drivers, all gaining points. Well, especially Gordon and Stewart gaining massive points on Ryan Newman, which we don't even see on the first page, I think, for the first time this season. And there we are finishing 16th. We just hung on there at the end to gain points. Mayfield there 18th, recovered from that early stuff. So did Kenseth. And then on the back half, Greg Biffle, I don't know, he's collapsing. Jimmy Johnson had another rough one. Kurt Busch, Rusty Wallace down there. That was the name I was missing. So he's going to be back out of the chase now. And Kurt Busch is probably going to drop down to 10th. Edwards with a big finish here. Yeah, 3rd. That's big. That's it. And then Junior, I mean, he kind of got hurt there at the end. Being on pit road when that caution came out, when Gordon got into us. Pretty sure it was Gordon. And then Newman. Hopefully I was able to show what happened to Newman, what happened with the Gordon situation. But that's it. All right, we have 3 races. This was a good week, fun week. We have 3 races next week. Pocono, Dover, Darlington, and that's it for the chase. And then 2 more weeks after that, and we're done. It's been a fun ride. And the points are really going to tighten up here. All right, thanks for watching.